Don't you just love it when it rains? G'day everyone, Rob here, how you going? Well, time for another trip I think, guys. What do you reckon? This time, a couple of days away, gonna head out to a little place just outside of Warwick, a place called Leslie Dam. Never been there before. It's meant to be pretty good though, all the reviews look pretty good, so we'll go check it out, eh? What do you reckon? We'll close up the tailgate here and we'll hit the road. Leslie Dam, let's do it. Head out to Warwick, guys, you're going to come across this place, Willowbank Raceway, the motorsport precinct of Ipswich. You go through Ipswich on the way out to Warwick from Brisbane. This is where you come in your drag race, and you can bring your own car down if you like and go up the drag strip and do some go-karting and burnouts and all that kind of thing. An absolutely fantastic place to come for an event, and they often hold the CMC Country Music Festival here as well. Well worth the look. And if you're in the area, find out when the next event is on, and make sure you bring some earplugs as well. That's a hot tip, I tell you. These things are loud. Nothing on here today, unfortunately, but there is also a campground here as well, just behind me and behind the sign here, toilets and all that sort of thing, and you can camp overnight, that sort of stuff. I think it's free, but I'm not sure. Make sure you get down here and you check it out. All right, let's keep moving. Now, for those of you who may not be aware, Leslie Dam is just past Warwick, not too far, about 10-15 minutes past Warwick. But to get to Warwick from Brisbane, you need to go down the Cunningham Highway. Now, it's a notorious highway for being very, very dangerous and rough and all that kind of thing. It has had a lot of improvements lately, as has Cunningham's Gap. Now, Cunningham's Gap was notorious for truck rollovers, accidents, closing it down all the time, but it has had some major improvements over the last 5 years or so. So we've got to go over that. It's about 2.5 hours from Brisbane, so that's not too bad. If you want a weekend getaway, it's so close, yet feels like a million miles away. So don't feel as though you're going to be dragging the kids for hours in the car, all that kind of thing. So we'll check it out, and you might want to put it on your list of places to go. Now guys, I didn't actually know this place was here, and I wasn't expecting to see it, but check this out. Camels. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Summerland Camels is this place. And they've got a couple of paddocks here full of camels, and what they do is they use camel milk to make products. So you give them a Google if you like. I have no affiliation or anything with them, but I just managed to see the sign on the side of the road and thought, what's this all about? And it's surprise, surprise, we've found a paddock of camels. How good's that? This is less than an hour out of Brizzy, guys. You can come out and see this. Summerland Camels, come check them out. Well folks, this is it. The Great Dividing Range. Going up Cunningham's Gap, I should say. Back in the day, it used to be a single lane each way, and it was an absolute nightmare. Coming up to a truck here, you always got to keep your eye out on the slow-moving trucks in the left-hand lane. They're obviously got a lot of weight to pull and going through a lot of gears to get up the hill. So they usually hover at sort of 30-40 k's an hour, sometimes even slower, so you can't just fang around these corners, guys. You've got to stick to the speed limit and always be aware of what's going on. Past this guy with no problems at all. Still stay in your left-hand lane, but just always be wary as you go around corners, especially blind corners like this one. You never know what's waiting around there. There could be a truck going at 1 kilometre an hour. Just always got to be ready. Now you'll see the containers and things on the side. That's to stop all the rock falls, guys. You get massive, massive rock falls here, especially after rain, which we've just had. So you can see how the cliff is right next to the road here. So they often close the left-hand lane there because of large rock falls. So we've gone through the gap now and on the other side, and it's rolling hills of the Southern Downs, or the Darling Downs, some people call it. But I'm going to make a push now for Warwick. It's starting to get a bit long in the day. We're definitely into the PM now, part of the day, and still need to go food shopping, still need to get firewood, still need to get some alcohol, some drinks, or some sarsaparilla, I suppose we should probably say, for the younger viewers. But, although younger viewers probably these days don't even know what sarsaparilla is, but anyway. Yeah, so we'll make a push now for Warwick and get some food, get some drinks, get some firewood, and try and get to camp relatively soon to have a look around and get set up. Alright, let's get there. are, folks, here in Warwick, here to get some food, some firewood, and some drinks, and then we'll push on out to the dam. It's all well signed, coming out of Warwick, Leslie Dam, turn left. Just a glimpse of the dam, obviously not at capacity. I think we're running at about 10% at the moment. You can see some recreational users down there on the jet skis and boats and kayaks and things. Now this here is Leslie Dam, I think called Caravan Park or Camping Ground or Lake Leslie or Lake Leslie Camping or something like that. This isn't the one we're going to. This is sort of the main touristy type one, I suppose you'd call it. We're going for more of the bush camp. This one also isn't on the water. Here we are, guys. Coming into the reserve now. Washpool Camping Reserve. Now apparently there is somewhere that you sign in. We'll check that out when we get down here. Oh yeah, little office there. We'll pull in here and have a look, but this looks rather nice. Doesn't look too busy. Here you go, guys. So you come on up. Self-registration. In the envelope here. And we'll fill him out. Put it in the slot and go find somewhere to camp. Alrighty guys, got the tag, let's go. Let's find us a campsite. First visitors here in camp. So the wildlife here, kangaroos, baby magpie, this little guy who just decided to hang out on my swag, his little friend over there, and here comes another one. Wildlife aplenty here, guys. How good is this? This is what camping is about. Gorgeous location, plenty of wildlife. We'll have to get the campfire going soon. But for now, sit down, watch the sun go down over the dam, and just hang out. Love it. Good morning, folks. Day 2. Out here at Leslie Dam, just woken up. Wow, to be honest, I barely went to sleep. We had some visitors in camp last night. We had about 10 kangaroos at least, all pretty much inside my little setup here, and which was pretty cool. I didn't know they were there until I woke up and went to go to the little boy's room, and and all these kangaroos just started scattering, and absolutely scared the life out of me because I couldn't even see them. But the highlight of the night, I think, well, perhaps the low light, I don't know, at about 4 o'clock this morning, 2 of the males in the group decided to have a boxing match. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard a kangaroo fight, but they make these grunting sounds, almost like you're coughing, with a sort of like a smoker's cough. And that went on for about an hour and a half. So from about 4 to 5:30 in the morning, nobody at the campsite here was getting any sleep, and it was about 5 meters from my swag, so that was an interesting experience. Very cool though. I don't know who won the fight. The main cougher, we'll call him, ended up going off into the bushes here behind me, so I presume he lost. But yeah, time for some brekkie. Get stuck into the day. We'll go for a look around the dam a little bit later on. I'm going to head into Warwick today. My fan that I usually keep in my swag, that decided to cark it last night. So I'll go into Warwick, get a new fan, and I don't have any tomato sauce, guys. Look at that, my brekkie doesn't have any tomato sauce. What's going on there? But anyway, we'll head into town, have a look around Warwick, come back here and look around camp. Right. The benefit of camping close to a town, guys, if you need anything, there's always a Bunnings or a store nearby if you're camping relatively close to town. So here we are at an impromptu stop at Bunnings for a new fan. Let's go have a look. The good old Aussie snag, guys. The snag on bread at Bunnings. It is a national institution here, and always helping out some sort of charity or cause, and this time it's the Cancer Council. So let's go get one. The Bunnings sausage on bread, guys. And the old Pasito, $4, going to Cancer Council. It's a national institution, guys. Whenever you come to Bunnings, the only question is, onion on top or onion on bottom? Get into it. As you come to Warwick, the highway will take you to the right of this street. This is the original main street of Warwick. Only a couple of hundred metres long, but the architecture along here is just phenomenal. Most of it built in the late 1800s and early 1900s, with the road still designed for horse and cart, really. Unfortunately, the cars have come along, and now we have no need for them anymore. But as you can see through the trees, it's a gorgeous little street. Classic old buildings, period style. One of the oldest towns in Queensland, if not Australia, but yeah, definitely one of the oldest towns in Queensland. Now, the statue in the middle of the intersection is Thomas, let's see if I can remember, it's Thomas, he was a Premier of Queensland, and he died in office. Thomas Burns, that's him. Now, Warwick is only one of a few towns to have a statue in the middle of an intersection like that. So there's a few more out west of Queensland, but not too many have an actual statue. But anyway, check out the architecture. Town Hall there on the right hand side, absolutely glorious. Well worth a stop in and check out. Classic country town, guys. No high rises in sight, which is a good thing. Now, one of the most picturesque sights you'll see in Warwick is St Mary's Catholic Church, with the first stone laid in 1920, and it took them 6 years to build this. It's on the main highway stretch of Warwick, so you can't miss it if you're heading through to Sydney, or if you're coming from Sydney to Brisbane. But absolutely stunning, as you can see. Now, for those rev heads of you out there, and I know there's plenty of yous, near the campsite at Leslie Dam, just outside of Warwick, is Morgan Park Raceway. Now, built in the 60s, it's held many, many championships. Never done a Formula 1 or V8 supercars though. But it does all the local competitions and things like that, and national drivers championships and that kind of thing. It's got about 7 or 8 different kinds of configuration for racing. Motorbikes often are out here racing around. Nothing on today, unfortunately. The gates are shut, but it is a Tuesday, so that's to be understood. But if you are going to camp out this way, guys, just check Morgan Park Raceway and just see if there's anything on out here. They do some awesome meets. The pits are always open. You can get right around the track, look at it from anywhere. There's a couple of bridges and stuff. I've come out here for some motorbike race meets out here, and absolutely loved it. When the sun goes down, it looks amazing, as you can see in that picture there. The sunset with the bridge on the racetrack there, it's absolutely stunning, guys. And the access once you get inside and the race meters on is just unparalleled. It's amazing. But yeah, just something to throw in your camping diary when you're planning your trip. See if there's anything on out here, and you might just have yourself a great afternoon out. All right, now I think we've finally got everything. Day 2 of camping, leaving Warwick. I went and got a fan, so won't be still in the swag tonight. I only had a cheapy fan previously to that, so I'm not surprised that it wigged out. And got some tomato sauce, because I was out of tomato sauce before I left and didn't even realise. Oh my goodness. But anyway, heading back to camp now, and hopefully we can do some proper camping. Alright guys, see you soon. Good morning folks, how are we? Another morning here out at Leslie Dam. Got the bacon and eggs up, and the old jet boil Hornets thing for my coffee this morning with the old Nescafe Blend 43. Goes alright. Yeah, good night's sleep last night. Didn't rain overnight, which was good, and sun's trying to peek through the clouds. Bit of fog around this morning, and hopefully the sun comes out, because I need to charge up the dual battery. I've got the solar panels out. It's not a huge amount of sun. As you can see, it's trying to break through at the moment. The old solar panels down there. But Another nice morning here. Plenty of birds are getting around and all that kind of thing. Kangaroos down at the dam again. But, look up some brekkie and go for a bit of a fish today. And should probably give these a turn. Oh yeah, look at that. And I won't flip the eggs on camera because that will end in disaster. So we'll smash down some brekkie and see what today brings. Well folks, looks like we've got a bit of a storm blowing through. Hopefully you can see that on the camera out there. See the rain coming across the plains. Perfect, it's exactly what this area needs. It's time to batten down the hatches, I think. She's pretty black out there. So I've put another wall up already. And as you can see, it should be pretty good here. I tend to leave these bottom ones open to just let the air flow through so the whole thing isn't being buffeted. And go around, check the guy ropes. Just starting to spit now with rain. This could do with a bit of a tightening. Again guys, you would have seen my pod video. This is why we pegged down the corners down here. Because you never know when something like this is just going to pop up and blow through. Yeah, these guy ropes look alright, a little bit of a tightening. I didn't tighten them this morning after I woke up, so shower tent, which is just a toilet on this trip. Get these guy ropes tightened up, and again you can see I've pegged down each corner as well, so should be alright. It's actually really good to see some rain falling in this area. Fire pit can stay out once it passes. We'll get a fire going tonight. I was going to do shepherd's pie in the camp oven, but I needed to sort of start cooking that now, and obviously I can't do that when it's raining. We'll see what happens there, but wait for the storm to pass over. Hopefully it's not too out of control. Start thinking about option 2 for dinner. Don't know what that's going to be yet. Well guys, as you can see, the rain didn't really come. There is a big storm out there on the other side of the dam, and that's where they've been coming from. That's the west out there. And that one there looks like it's going to go around us as well. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I've sort of just laid low all afternoon. So might go for a bit of a wander down to the water and have a look at the dam a bit closer up. And then come back and start thinking about dinner. I was going to do the shepherd's pie tonight and in the camp oven, but I've left it a bit late now. So by the time I get the fire and the coals and all that sort of stuff, it's going to be pretty dark. So I might do the shepherd's pie tomorrow night. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming up. But otherwise, a bit of a wasted afternoon really, but it's nice to relax and just hang out. But we might take the car down and have a bit of a closer look at the dam. What do you reckon? How absolutely stunning is this? Leslie Dam, down by the water. So you can come down and bring your paddle boards and your boats and everything and just launch straight in, guys. There's no ramp as such. You can just come on down and throw your boat in. Someone out there in the distance. Looks like they're getting around on a jet ski. But you can see the amount of land out here, guys, and how low this dam is. I mean, you can't even really see our camp up there. It's just, it's quite sad really to see it this low. But at least there is still some water in here. Ooh, we got a little fishy here coming up to say hello. So there you go guys, look at him. Not quite sure what that's about. Is he expecting me to feed him? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Only a little baby obviously. Yeah, not quite sure what that's about. Anyone who's a fisherman who knows what this behaviour is about, let me know. I can't say I've ever seen that before. Doing barrel rolls and things, he's loving it. Cool. Throw the rod in tomorrow, I think, guys, and we'll see what we can get. Just fish with prawns and things. Not really much of a fisherman, as you're about to find out when I throw the rod in. I'm probably best off just throwing the rod in completely. As you can see, guys, I've got a bit of a storm trying to roll through. I think it's going to miss us, but still looks pretty cool with the reflection off the water. Hopefully tomorrow morning will be a nice sunny morning. We'll come back down and have a good look around, have a fish. So this road here, guys, super cool. You can drive at least halfway around the dam, I believe. And obviously single lanes, so if you see a car coming out of the way, just pull over. But very, very cool. You can pretty much launch your boat or go for a swim or do whatever from any part of the dam. Super easy, guys. I'm not even in four-wheel drive. You could easily take this in a two-wheel drive car. Don't feel as though you need a four-wheel drive to come out here, guys. This section here is the most popular entrance, especially if you've got a larger boat and stuff. Got an actual sort of half cut out little boat ramp there, but again, you can launch from absolutely anywhere you like, guys. You don't have to launch from this specific spot, but if you've got a large trailer or a large boat or something, obviously you want to probably go with this one. And again, as you can see, just coming up ahead, we've got the campsite there. Super easy, super accessible. So there you go. Get the sun setting now, and we'll get the campfire going, get a bit of dinner happening, and see what tomorrow brings. Well, guys, this is just another part of camping. It's absolutely coming down at the moment. As you can tell, I've bunkered down, put a couple of walls up just to keep the canvas dry. Just keeps it easy to pack up. But so far so good, no leaks anywhere. So like I said, you follow those instructional videos, guys, and that I've put up about the gazebo and the hub, and you'll probably find that you won't get any leaks. So far we're good here. I put this one up at the entrance only because the rain was sort of at a bit of a 45-degree angle coming in. So put that guy up. No breeze though, so it's a little bit, might be raining and relatively cool, but it's a little bit humid, but that's all right. Let's see how long we're in this for. You know, Windy app. Windy's a great app, guys. Highly recommend it. Oh yeah. We're right smack bang in the middle of it. There's a little bit behind it as well, so I think it might be like this throughout the night, I reckon. On and off. That's all right. It's all part of camp. It's keeps it fun, keeps it enjoyable. It'd be boring if it was sunny all the time. But I got most things dry. I brought some wood in earlier. That's still there, keeping dry. Bit of a mess at the moment because it all came down pretty quickly, so everything just sort of got shoved in here. But grabbed a coldie out of the fridge before the rain came down, and sit back, enjoy the rain, and just hang out until it passes. So don't know what I'm going to do about dinner yet. No fire. I do have the grill. I'll probably cook some chicken up on the grill, and that'll probably do, you know. No fire tonight. So there you go. Oh, don't you just love it when it rains?